Let's turn now to the book of Ecclesiastes for the very last time, at least for the time being. There are two passages we have not looked at yet, and we're going to look at them both tonight. First, from chapter 9, verse 13, through to chapter 11, verse 6, and then the very last section from verse 9 of chapter 12. It's on page 656 of the Good News Bible. Chapter 9, verse 13. There is something else I saw, a good example of how wisdom is regarded in this world. There was a little town without many people in it. A powerful king attacked it. He surrounded it and prepared to break through the walls. A man lived there who was poor but so clever that he could have saved the town. But no one thought about him. I have always said that wisdom is better than strength, but no one thinks of a poor man as wise or pays any attention to what he says. It is better to listen to the quiet words of a wise man than to the shouts of a ruler at a council of fools. Wisdom does more good than weapons, but one sinner can undo a lot of good. Dead flies can make a whole bottle of perfume stink, and a little stupidity can cancel out the greatest wisdom. It is natural for a wise man to do the right thing, and for a fool to do the wrong thing. His stupidity will be evident even to strangers he meets along the way. He lets everyone know that he is a fool. If your ruler becomes angry with you, do not hand in your resignation. Serious wrongs may be pardoned if you keep calm. Here is an injustice I have seen in this world, an injustice caused by rulers. Stupid people are given positions of authority while rich men are ignored. I have seen slaves on horseback while noblemen go on foot like slaves. If you dig a pit, you fall in it. If you break through a wall, a snake bites you. If you work in a stone quarry, you get hurt by stones. If you split wood, you get hurt doing it. If your axe is blunt and you don't sharpen it, you have to work harder to use it. It is more sensible to plan ahead. Knowing how to charm a snake is of no use if you let the snake bite first. What a wise man says brings him honor, but a fool is destroyed by his own words. He starts out with silly talk and ends up with pure madness. A fool talks on and on. No one knows what is going to happen next, and no one can tell us what will happen after we die. Only someone too stupid to find his way home would wear himself out with work. A country is in trouble when its king is a youth and its leaders feast all night long. But a country is fortunate to have a king who makes his own decisions and leaders who eat at the proper time, who control themselves and don't get drunk. When a man is too lazy to repair his roof, it will leak, and the house will fall in. Feasting makes you happy and wine cheers you up, but you can't have either without money. Don't criticize the king, even silently, and don't criticize the rich, even in the privacy of your bedroom. A bird might carry the message and tell them what you said. Invest your money in foreign trade, and one of these days you will make a profit. Put your investments in several places, many places in fact, because you never know what kind of bad luck you are going to have in this world. No matter in which direction a tree falls, it will lie where it fell. When the clouds are full, it rains. If you wait until the wind and the weather are just right, you will never sow anything and never harvest anything. God made everything, and you can no more understand what he does than you understand how new life begins in the womb of a pregnant woman. Do your sowing in the morning and in the evening too. You never know whether it will all grow well or whether one sowing will do better than the other. That's the Word of God too. And it's sometimes a little difficult to understand why God puts such things in His Word. Let's just read the last few verses of chapter 12, which are the main subject for tonight. Verse 9 of chapter 12. But because the philosopher was wise, he kept on teaching the people what he knew. He studied Proverbs and honestly tested their truth. The philosopher tried to find comforting words, but the words he wrote were honest. The sayings of wise men are like the sharp sticks that shepherds use to guide sheep, and collected proverbs are as lasting as firmly driven nails. They have been given by God, the one shepherd of us all. My son, there is something else to watch out for. There is no end to the writing of books, and too much study will wear you out. After all this, there is only one thing to say: fear God and obey His commands, because this is all that man was created for. God is going to judge everything we do, whether good or bad, even things done in secret.